Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling Guideman. So, like I said, Raw was good. The reason why it was good because all the matches are actually are storylines, and the reason why I think it was so good because the Drew Brock Lesnar feud is happening now. Like they're bringing it up from WrestleMania till SummerSlam, and this is what I mean. And I think we're gonna get a match at Super Showdown at February 26th for the WWE Championship because I think they're gonna do it there. I think they're gonna do it in Jeddah. I think he's gonna have a match with them to kind of see where to kind of gauge him. And this is the thing: Brock Lesnar has faced so many guys, and Drew McIntyre is like the one guy I think he's never faced. And it's like, where do we where do we go? And it could have been a lot of things, and I just feel that because we have a lot of people, and this is what I was saying with last night when I saw Raw, and I'm like, yo, where do we go with AOP, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe? Because I feel like now Aleister Black got involved, and this is the thing too with Buddy Murphy. That's a great. I think that's a fantastic rivalry because Buddy Murphy seems like the only guy that really wants to fight Aleister Black. And then the thing was, I like that Edge was coming back, and he's basically saying, "I'm coming back to Raw to kind of shake things up." I didn't like the whole RKO segment because it nearly broke Edge's neck again, and I think he has to go get surgery again, so we probably won't see him again. And this is what I mean, like Randy Orton, and this is the kind of thing I feel like they don't know what to do with him because he's had every title, and it's like, where do we go with him? Because I'm like, yo, where do we go with Randy Orton? And then Randy Orton is this one guy that doesn't really have a storyline. He's just gonna mess with people just to mess with people. He's probably gonna mess with AJ. He'll probably mess with OC again. Because that was the story they had that they were messing with, and that was the thing that kind of got me was because AJ likes messing with Randy for some other reason, and Randy's messing with AJ. And this is the thing too. The OC are a great tag team too, but I don't know why they're not involved. I don't know why the Street Profits are involved. And the Street Profits are involved for something that they don't even know what to do. And that's the thing too. I feel like they're not getting involved at all because they are tag teams as well. And that's the thing. If those belts are gonna be around Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy's ways, shouldn't it be the Viking Raiders, Street Profits, OC, any other tag teams running around? And that's what I'm saying. Raw doesn't know what to do with their talent, and I'm like, yo, where do we go? And this is what I saw last night because I'm like, I love the Street Profits. I love that they're a part of things. I'm still kind of mad that they weren't a part of the the Royal Rumble because I would have liked that they were all in there. That's the thing too. It's like whatever they get, it's going to be big because here's the thing: the Street Profits do really well. Undertaker does really well, and he does well because he knew it. And that's the thing too. Everybody knows that there's gonna be a change in Raw. There's gonna be a paradigm shift, which means Drew McIntyre becoming champion. And this is the thing where I was talking about years ago, and I was sitting there telling you guys yesterday that he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star because, like I said, Raw was great. I think he's gonna be the champion at Super Showdown going into WrestleMania because Brock has nothing. That's the thing. To eliminate Brock and to kind of murder everybody and get rid of Roman and the rest of them that he's been fighting. And this is the thing. I think the reason why Drew couldn't really branch out because he was still kind of stuck with Shane and that thing with Roman. That's why I think he couldn't really branch out as a big superstar because he was still contracted to SmackDown. He was still kind of dealing with the revival and messing with them and messing with them with a weird storyline because that didn't really make sense. And this is the thing where he wasn't doing it. Like, he wasn't really doing the stuff that he wanted to do. And the realization is that why are we doing it and we're running around? And we're running around and we're running and we're running. And this thing, because I feel like that's what I kind of feel right now. It's like, where do we go? Where do we go? It was the same thing with Natalia. Same thing with like Natalia. Like, what do we do with Natalia? When you had to deal with like you got to deal with Lacey Evans on SmackDown. Is a great woman. Like he has a great gimmick and whatever, but she's not a champion. And then you got Becky, who's literally trying to got Oscar and she won. But the thing is, Oscar's gonna get she'll get a rematch at WrestleMania because I already feel it. Because this is what I saw, and I just feel like, what are we doing? Like, I'm glad that Vince actually pulled the trigger. It was like Vince was actually not fucking this up right now. And I feel like he was pulling the trigger on Drew because Drew's the guy to go to. Now, because last year was Seth Rollins. Now it's Drew's turn. See, and this is what I wanted them to do with Roman a couple of years back. Like I said, guys, I'm going to explain to you why I believe that Raw was good. Because like I said, Raw was good because for the first time ever last night, we actually got a good segment. We actually have everybody's story from Royal Rumble going into the road to WrestleMania. And it's not a mess up. It's not a really bad situation where we're actually trying to get everybody done. We're actually trying to pull everybody together. We're actually trying to make everybody's story kind of coexist and kind of move in. And this is what I was talking about with Drew. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody sits there and wonders, what was Drew going to do? Drew, and I said this like a couple of years ago, and I'm a big Drew guy because I know he's a good talent. And I said this to guys, like everybody, like I'm saying this to you guys, like he is going to kill it being champion because everybody's going to want to play it, like take the title from him. When you got Seth, nobody came after Seth with the WWE title. Nobody came after Seth when he had the Universal title on Raw, and nobody came after him but Brock. That's what I'm saying. With Drew, there's new storyline potentials that we thought we would never get. Like we could get AJ, we could get Randy, we could get Edge, we could get everybody. We could. And this is the thing I was talking about years ago. Like I said, guys, I apologize if this is on video, but I'm explaining it. I'm telling you, this is what I was saying for NXT. This is what I was saying a year ago, prior to 2020, prior to a year ago, 2 years ago exactly, and I was saying this, that I was wondering what they were gonna do with Drew because I feel like his career was declining, and he came back from NXT a new version of himself, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. Like I'm gonna take a bit from Mrs. Thing. Like when you go into Raw, and I'll be completely honest with you. You gotta make your path or you gotta make an impact. And this is the thing you have to do. You gotta make an impact. You gotta go in, fight a guy, run the system, run the gun. And this is the thing. Vince can love you or he can hate you. That determines if you're gonna be a number one contender. That determines if you're gonna be champion, if the crowd's gonna love you. And the crowd went crazy for Drew. They stood up for that guy. And the first time they stood up, they didn't boo at him. And the thing, like I said, that Royal Rumble was the best thing I've seen because all the storylines from past to present to now to the ruthless aggression, like who would have thought, right? And if I would have thought that Randy Orton and Edge would have came back and they teamed up and he thought, oh, we can get rid of RKO one last time, they could have won the tag team championships and been bosses and won the belts and came back and been a because it was fantastic. It was all of it. Like I said, there's so many people in the world. that NXT, I mean, that Raw was doing, and this is what I was saying to you guys before. Is that like I've seen a bunch of people in the world. I've seen a bunch of people, and I've said this. Like I said this before. I believe, like I said, Raw was really good, guys. Like I said, I'm thinking there's a lot of things I'm trying to think for this year because this year is such an impact that it's like, where do we go? Because I'm seeing it like everybody else, and this is the thing I was saying to people before. If you have a guy, and this is the thing, Drew McIntyre has a really good career. As much as people don't want to say he did, he did. He had a good career. And he's having a greater one now because he came back, went back and thought he was entitled. He even said in NXT, he thought I thought I was entitled, but I ruined my chance. I could have been a bigger star than I wanted to be. And this is the thing. Is when you have guys like Drew, like Roman, like all these dudes they have in Raw, and it's like, where do we go? And that's why I was trying to figure out what Seth. And I feel like the Seth Rollins thing, the Monday Night Messiah thing, is dumb. Okay, teaming up with AOP is not bad. Because AOP needs to be back on the limelight. They've been kind of gone. They've been kind of disappearing since Paul Ellering disappeared on them. That's it. I want to feel like, you know what? They could have been champion. They could have just walked in. They could have been the most dominant tag team champion. I don't see them doing that because they're going to be with Seth Rollins. They're going to be with Seth Rollins. And I just feel like, yo. And you got Buddy. And Buddy's not a bad guy. See, Buddy Murphy is not bad. Because he has a great career as a cruiserweight champion. He's kind of killed it with 205. He's kind of killed it on Raw. And this is the thing. Buddy Murphy's not bad. But I want to see what they're going to do with him. And I kind of feel like what they did with him a couple of times when they wanted to make him champion, they kind of didn't want to make him champion. They kind of wanted to make Leo Rush champion, but that didn't really work out. And I kind of feel like Leo Rush actually becoming champion and being on NXT in a sense where you kind of got Jordan Devlin, who's got the done, first time ever thing being on NXT UK. He's got the Cruiserweight champion now. And that's where I kind of feel like, you know what? Let's play this factor, right? Let's see if we can actually get all the titles we got. And this is the thing too. Like, and this is what even with the Liv Morgan thing, I'm gonna talk about that too, guys. Let me hit you guys with the Liv Morgan thing, because I think the Liv Morgan thing was good. I think Liv Morgan and Lana and this whole Bobby Lashley thing, Rusev thing's gotta go. I meant this like a couple of months ago, and I'm saying it. I hate the segment because it's so overplayed now, and Liv Morgan redesigning herself is a perfect idea. She's gimmicking herself, which is fine. It's a repackage, and I like the new Titans round where she's like it's like Fast and the Furious thing. I like that, and she's wearing like a black latex suit. It's kind of cool. I like her because I like her. She's very pretty. No, but she's smoking though. She's really smoking. Guys, I'll tell you the truth. I wonder if she's even married to somebody. I wonder. Like I said, it's just like I don't know with Lana, bro. I don't know. I feel like she has great talent, but she's such a waste of a women's competitor. I just yo, she was better when she was his manager, and she was better when she was on Rusev's side. And now, ever since she's been with Bobby Lashley, and I'm telling you, ever since Bobby Lashley, I feel like the story doesn't make any bloody sense. Like, this is what I'm talking about. When you got a guy And this is what I didn't understand with Raw. Like, why are we still doing this story? And I mean, why? And like, in the traditional sense, it's like, why are we doing it? That's what I mean, why for? Why are we doing a story that doesn't make any sense, that doesn't really kind of compel it to really compel people? Because in reality, it's kind of fucking stupid. It is. It's stupid. Because we're sitting here wondering. This is the thing with Raw that I didn't get last night. Like, Raw was a solid B. The one thing that I didn't understand was why are we having a match between Liv Morgan and Lana. And Liv Morgan should be kind of going after the freaking women's champion right now. And she could. You know, I like Alexa Bliss. I love Nikki Cross because Nikki Cross is amazing. She's doing good. She also has these new colors coming around. That's perfect. I like Alexa Bliss because she's really good at doing what she's doing. That's perfectly fine. Everybody's kind of evolving, going to the next level. That was perfect. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.